Hello, I'm Hope Logan. I am an actor on Bold and the Beautiful, and many people really love both me and our Bold and the Beautiful drama. So I've come here to share updates about my beloved Bold and the Beautiful. Everyone, please subscribe and support me. If you do, I will keep coming every day with new updates for you. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that a storm is quietly gathering around Sheila Carter, and this time, the consequences could be far more explosive than anyone expects. Beneath the surface, Sheila has already set a plan in motion, one that seems destined to create tension, heartbreak, and chaos for everyone caught in its path. While divorce papers remain unsigned and unresolved, it has become increasingly clear that Sheila is deliberately pumping the brakes on the process. She isn't ready to walk away from Deacon Sharp, not when she believes there is still something worth fighting for. The distance growing between them has left her frustrated and restless, and from Sheila's perspective, the life she once imagined with Deacon is slipping through her fingers. Yet rather than accepting defeat, she continues searching for ways to maintain a connection, refusing to let the final chapter of their relationship close without a fight. For Sheila, the issue goes far beyond romance. Even if she can no longer share Deacon's life as his partner, she desperately wants a place in his world. She has made it clear that she does not want to be completely shut out, hoping that friendship could become a bridge that keeps them connected. But anyone familiar with Sheila's history knows that simple friendship may never be enough for her. Deep down, there is a lingering sense that her desires stretch far beyond casual companionship. The longing in her heart seems too powerful, too deeply rooted, to be satisfied by occasional conversations and polite interactions. As the emotional tension builds, viewers are left wondering whether Sheila can truly accept a lesser role in Deacon's life, or whether her need for something more will eventually push her toward dangerous territory once again. Yet even Deacon is not at the very top of Sheila's list of priorities. The issue that matters most to her, the one that consumes her thoughts and fuels her determination, revolves around her family. Sheila's greatest demand involves the precious time she hopes to spend with her son, John Finn Finnegan, and her grandson, Hayes Finnegan. She has been pushing hard for a compromise that would allow her 2 days of family visits each month, believing that such an arrangement is only fair. To Sheila, those visits represent far more than simple family gatherings. They symbolize acceptance, redemption, and the possibility of finally becoming part of the family she has long been denied. Every day that passes without that opportunity only deepens her obsession, making her desire for connection stronger and more difficult to control. Meanwhile, the fate of those visits may ultimately rest in the hands of Steffy Forrester Finnegan. If Taylor Hayes fails to convince Steffy to allow the arrangement, Sheila's disappointment could quickly transform into something far more intense. The possibility of being rejected once again by Finn's family could push Sheila into an increasingly obsessive state, where the line between determination and fixation begins to blur. The more resistance she faces, the more likely it becomes that she will seek alternative ways to make those family connections happen. Sheila has never been known for giving up easily, and when something becomes important to her, she often refuses to accept obstacles as permanent barriers. As emotions continue to escalate, the threat of Sheila taking matters into her own hands grows stronger with every passing day. On the other hand, granting Sheila what she wants may not solve the problem at all. If Steffi finally gives in and agrees to monitored visits, that victory could simply open the door to even greater demands. Once Sheila experiences regular family bonding time with Finn and Hayes, she may find herself craving more and more. What begins as a carefully controlled arrangement could slowly evolve into a battle over boundaries, trust, and access. Sheila's desire for connection has a way of growing larger whenever she gets a taste of what she wants, and that could place Finn and Steffi in an impossible position. Instead of ending the conflict, the compromise could create an entirely new set of challenges, leaving everyone wondering where the limits should be drawn and whether Sheila would ever truly be satisfied. As this emotional powder keg continues to build, the story is expected to shift to the breathtaking backdrop of Monaco. Somewhere down the road, Sheila will find herself in the same glamorous destination as Finn and Steffy, setting the stage for a dramatic collision that feels almost inevitable. The stunning scenery, luxurious atmosphere, and romantic surroundings may appear peaceful on the surface, but beneath that beauty lies the potential for explosive confrontation. Questions are already swirling about whether Sheila will somehow insert herself into Finn and Steffy's getaway. If she does, what begins as a dream vacation could quickly transform into a nightmare. The emotional wounds between Steffy and Sheila remain far too deep to ignore, and placing them together in such close proximity may ignite tensions that have been simmering for years. Behind-the-scenes leaks have only intensified the anticipation. Reports suggest that Steffy will unleash her fury on Sheila during upcoming beach scenes, creating a confrontation that viewers are unlikely to forget. Imagine the crashing waves, the endless horizon, and the beautiful coastline serving as the backdrop for a fierce emotional showdown. Years of anger, fear, resentment, and mistrust could come pouring out as Steffy finally confronts the woman who has caused so much turmoil in her life. The confrontation promises to be raw, intense, and deeply personal. With emotions running high and neither woman willing to back down, the situation could spiral out of control in an instant. Caught in the middle of all this chaos will likely be Finn himself. As the conflict erupts between the two most important women in his life, Finn may find himself forced into the role of peacemaker. Balancing loyalty to his wife while navigating his complicated feelings about his biological mother has never been easy, and Monaco may present his greatest challenge yet. Every decision he makes carries emotional consequences, and every attempt to calm the situation risks upsetting one side or the other. As tempers flare and accusations fly, Finn could become the reluctant referee in a battle that neither woman is prepared to abandon. The emotional pressure on him may prove just as dramatic as the confrontation itself. Of course, longtime viewers know that The Bold and the Beautiful often thrives on unexpected twists, and there may be a shocking turn waiting around the corner. In a scenario that would surprise no one familiar with the show's history, Sheila could somehow find herself in a position where she saves Steffy's life. What begins as bitter conflict could suddenly be interrupted by a dangerous incident that changes everything. In a single moment, years of hatred and suspicion might be overshadowed by an act of heroism. Such a dramatic event could completely alter the emotional landscape, forcing Steffy and others to see Sheila from a different perspective. Whether that shift would last is another question entirely, but it could create a powerful turning point that nobody sees coming. If such an extraordinary event unfolds, the ripple effects could be enormous. A life-saving act might soften some of the resistance against Sheila and potentially earn her a place she never expected to have. The possibility even exists that she could find herself welcomed into major family celebrations. Rumors continue to swirl about what lies ahead for Finn and Steffy, and if a vow renewal ceremony takes place, Sheila's involvement could become one of the most surprising developments of the year. The idea may seem impossible now, given the history between these characters, but dramatic transformations often emerge from the most unlikely circumstances. In the world of daytime drama, one extraordinary moment can change everything. Adding even more intrigue to the storyline is the revelation that the show's recent location shoot included church scenes. That detail has sparked endless speculation about what viewers can expect once the Monaco episodes begin to unfold. The upcoming story won't revolve solely around Finn, Steffy, and Sheila. Brooke Logan Forrester and Ridge Forrester are also set to receive significant Monaco screen time, creating even more opportunities for romance, conflict, and unexpected twists. Against a backdrop filled with elegance, history, and breathtaking beauty, multiple storylines are poised to intersect in dramatic fashion. Relationships could be strengthened, tested, or completely transformed as secrets, emotions, and long-standing tensions rise to the surface. As summer continues to unfold, all signs point toward an exciting and emotionally charged chapter for The Bold and the Beautiful. With Sheila's ambitions growing stronger, Steffi's patience wearing thinner, and Monaco providing the perfect setting for unforgettable drama, the stage is set for explosive confrontations and shocking surprises. Every choice, every emotional confrontation, and every unexpected twist will push these characters closer to moments that could redefine their futures. Whether viewers witness redemption, revenge, reconciliation, or heartbreak, one thing is certain. The road ahead promises high stakes, intense emotions, and the kind of dramatic storytelling that keeps fans glued to their screens. The calm before the storm is rapidly fading, and when the next chapter begins, the impact could be felt by everyone involved. As anticipation continues to build around the upcoming Monaco storyline, the emotional stakes surrounding Sheila Carter grow higher with every passing moment. For years, Sheila has lived on the outside looking in, watching the family she desperately wants slip further beyond her reach. That sense of isolation has never truly left her, and now it seems to be driving nearly every decision she makes. The possibility of finally securing a place in Finn's life has become more than a wish. It has become a mission. Every conversation, every negotiation, and every delay in signing those divorce papers feels connected to a much larger goal. Sheila believes she deserves a chance to be part of her family, but the people standing in her way remain deeply convinced that allowing her closer could invite disaster into their lives once again. While Sheila continues pursuing her vision of family unity, Steffy remains haunted by memories she cannot simply forget. The scars left by Sheila's actions run far too deep, and no amount of promises can erase the fear that still lingers beneath the surface. To Steffy, this is not merely a disagreement over visitation schedules or family gatherings. It is a battle to protect the people she loves most. Every time Sheila pushes for more access to Finn and Hayes, Steffy sees potential danger where others may see hope. That fundamental difference in perspective has created a divide that grows wider with every encounter. As both women become increasingly determined to stand their ground, their inevitable collision feels less like a possibility and more like destiny. Against that backdrop of unresolved tension, Monaco promises to become the setting for some of the most emotionally charged moments of the season. The luxurious destination offers stunning coastlines, historic architecture, and breathtaking views of the Mediterranean Sea, creating an almost dreamlike atmosphere. Yet beneath the glamour lies an undercurrent of danger, because emotional wounds do not disappear simply because the scenery is beautiful. The contrast between paradise and conflict may make every confrontation feel even more explosive. Viewers can easily imagine Steffy attempting to enjoy precious time with Finn while constantly looking over her shoulder, wondering if Sheila is somewhere nearby. The uncertainty alone could be enough to turn what should be a romantic escape into a pressure cooker of anxiety and suspicion. At the same time, Finn may find himself trapped between two worlds that seem increasingly impossible to reconcile. On one side stands the woman he loves and the family he has built. On the other stands the biological mother who continues seeking acceptance and connection. Finn has spent years trying to navigate this painful reality, but the situation may soon reach a breaking point. Every effort to remain neutral risks being interpreted as betrayal by someone he cares about. Every attempt to understand Sheila creates new tension with Steffy. As emotions intensify in Monaco, Finn may discover that keeping the peace is far more difficult than he ever imagined. The burden of trying to satisfy everyone could leave him emotionally exhausted and facing choices that carry enormous consequences. Meanwhile, rumors surrounding a possible life-or-death incident continue to fuel speculation among fans. If Sheila truly finds herself in a position where she saves Steffy, the emotional aftermath could be staggering. Imagine a moment when fear overtakes anger, when survival becomes more important than old grudges, and when a single courageous act changes the narrative in an instant. Such a dramatic turn would force everyone to reevaluate what they believe about Sheila. For years, she has been viewed through the lens of her darkest actions, but a heroic sacrifice could complicate that image in unexpected ways. Even those who distrust her might struggle to dismiss an act that saves a life. The emotional confusion created by such a moment could become one of the most fascinating story developments of the summer. If that transformation begins to take shape, it could ripple through the entire Forrester and Finnegan families. Relationships built on certainty might suddenly be filled with questions. Long-held opinions could begin to soften, even if only slightly. Some family members may remain firmly opposed to Sheila's presence, while others could start wondering whether she truly deserves another chance. The resulting divisions would create new layers of drama, forcing characters to confront their own beliefs about forgiveness, redemption, and second chances. In true Bold and the Beautiful fashion, emotional conflicts may become every bit as intense as the external confrontations unfolding on screen. Adding another layer of intrigue are the church scenes reportedly filmed during the Monaco location shoot. Churches often symbolize major turning points in daytime drama, moments of commitment, reconciliation, celebration, or heartbreaking revelation. Whether these scenes lead to a vow renewal, a romantic reunion, or an entirely unexpected twist remains a mystery. What is clear, however, is that the emotional significance of those moments is likely to be enormous. Standing within those historic walls, surrounded by beauty and tradition, several characters may find themselves confronting truths they can no longer ignore. Sometimes the most powerful drama emerges not from shouting matches or dramatic rescues, but from quiet moments when hearts and loyalties are tested. Brooke Logan Forrester and Ridge Forrester are also expected to play important roles as the Monaco story unfolds, ensuring that the drama extends beyond Sheila, Finn, and Steffy alone. Their complicated history has always been filled with passion, misunderstandings, and emotional twists, making them a natural fit for a storyline set against such a romantic backdrop. As they share scenes in one of the world's most glamorous destinations, old feelings could resurface while new challenges emerge. Their presence adds another layer of emotional complexity to an already crowded landscape of relationships, rivalries, and unfinished business. Monaco may become a crossroads where multiple stories intersect, each carrying the potential to reshape the future. As summer drama continues building toward its peak, one thing becomes increasingly clear: no one involved will leave Monaco unchanged. Whether through confrontation, forgiveness, heartbreak, or unexpected heroism, every character appears headed toward a moment that could redefine their path forward. Sheila's relentless pursuit of family acceptance remains at the center of it all, serving as the spark that threatens to ignite every conflict around her. The closer she gets to what she wants, the more complicated and dangerous the situation becomes. And as viewers wait to see how these emotional battles unfold, the sense of anticipation only grows stronger. The stage is set, the tensions are rising, and when these storylines finally collide beneath the sun-soaked skies of Monaco, the fallout could be unforgettable.